Didn't care.
Didn't care at all.
Nope.
I think that's the start.
Perfect.
Okay. Let me just bring up the subjects here.
I'm trying to chill right now.
You can chill as much as you want.
I look ridiculous though. If I go
Either
like
way.
this. Doesn't work as well as the lawn chairs.
Yeah, there's a big arch in the back. It kind of forces you up.
Nope.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Good morning, afternoon, and good night. My name is Mr. Sunchips. Today I'm joined by my lovely sister, the one and only. Do I say your real name? Do you have an alias?
Should we make one? I don't have
we
one.
Can make an alias.
You and Eba do.
I guess I don't know if he even cares either. I don't care. My name's Josh. That's fine. My sister. You can be... Wait. No, that gives it away. I was going to say Krabby. That Krabby nickname we had.
Krabica.
Yeah, Krabica.
Is the name there.
Yeah, we can use that. That's fine.
Well, I'm not Krabby anymore, so...
Yeah.
It doesn't work anymore. It
I
doesn't
suppose.
fit. It's just Jessica, folks.
Yeah,
Jessica's the name.
And now you have raving fans sending stuff all the time to you.
I'm okay with that.
There's our first passerby. The guy.
Hello. Bye.
Anybody who's listening on Spotify, now Apple Podcasts.
Ooh.
There's a list of them. I should have the list going, but you know, you gotta stay in a
Anchor
timely
too.
manner. It starts with Anchor. Yeah. If you didn't know, which you wouldn't because you're just listening, we are outside in my front lawn. And there's cars that could potentially just see us as we're sitting out here in some lawn chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chilling in the front yard.
I mean,
close to the stoop, but not quite.
Yeah. We're almost stoop kids.
Almost stoop kids.
Is that Hey Arnold?
I think so.
Stoop kid?
Yep.
What a legend. But it's a beautiful day out today.
It is wonderful.
It actually is way better than I thought. But so we're just doing it outside. This is also being posted on YouTube. So if you're listening, go ahead and shoot over to youtube.com/ I think it's Mr. Sunchips the Legend. Mm-hmm. I think that's the link. We also have it posted there.
Perfect.
So let's just go into a first subject. This subject I thought was funny because look, there's a plane. This is awesome. This is way better than sitting inside.
That's great.
It is beautiful. The first subject I just thought was funny. It's about languages and such, in that families that use multiple languages, and that I don't know, maybe they immigrated here and they learned English after the fact or what have you. But I just find it interesting that, like for instance, Nick Antonian on YouTube, him and his family he was trying to teach his mom how to drive a stick shift.
Okay.
And so he was explaining things, but he would explain certain things in Armenian and then also in English. So I just find it interesting. Like, how do they decide what's best for the situation to say something in English versus their native language?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, well, because I was thinking, when you had kind of mentioned this earlier, I was kind of thinking, like, if the parents speak both languages and they want to teach their children both English and whatever.
Sure.
That they use, like, basic words to learn. Like, how would you learn any language as like, we both speak English and you speak some Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, you use cow. Right. How do you say cow? You know what I mean? So maybe they do it that way, where it's like they are using basic words as their native language, and then
right.
Or I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. It's really interesting. I guess I could have pulled up the clip, then I could have better had some context. But I think he was saying something along the lines of, because he was talking about the clutch, and he was talking about how it's a balance game.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, maybe it's some of I think we're known for, I mean, every language just has a lot of slang. But I feel like with our slang and him trying to explain the car, maybe it's just, I don't know.
Oh, like the translation is better in their native language than
No,
English?
no, it's better in English because they were
Oh.
sitting there trying to say like he was saying like it's a balance game and you got to push the clutch and the gas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that might be harder to say in their native language or something.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. And that's just, I don't know. Like I only know one, so for me to, I don't have any other decisions. It's more like what words to pick.
Right.
So it's hard to like base off of it.
Yeah.
Oh, if you look out from the distance, you'll see that we have a walker by.
Ooh, a walker.
A walker by is coming by.
Ooh, there's a couple pups.
Couple
and
pups.
a little baby. Okay, we probably shouldn't talk about
Yeah, probably not.
as they pass.
True. We can continue. I don't know. It's just interesting. That's really the only reason why I brought it up. I just thought it was kind of cool.
Would you like to be fluent in any other languages?
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, learning the little Spanish that I did learn, it was like I could understand more than I could actually speak.
Sure.
And I think it was only a semester. I don't know. I felt like I advanced quite a bit for just a semester, but it was a long ways to go.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It takes a lot of dedication to become fluent.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that there's just like with Spanish anyway, it was just really tough because you had to always keep up with the male and female derogative. I don't know, like how things that ended with an A were considered like a female word or something related to a feminine or just like female derived whatever. Like
right.
I can't even think of an example, but just simple things like that you don't even think about.
Amiga and amigo.
Yes, they're perfect. Thank you very much for
you're welcome.
helping me out there.
I don't even know Spanish, and I knew that.
But amiga would be like a female friend, because I think amigo just means like a friend.
Yeah. Okay.
But amiga would be like, a friend that is a girl.
Sure.
But like that's not something that it's easily. I don't know. It's one thing to learn a word, and it's another to remember the rules in the language, I guess.
True. Yeah.
How about you? Would you?
Yeah, I don't know what I would learn. I think Spanish would probably be the most useful.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't know anything. I didn't take any other languages.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Spanish I think would be.
For neighbors, so.
Right.
I feel like you're right. It is the most useful.
Useful.
Could learn French for the French Canadians.
Could do that.
You got to go way up there, though, I think, to see those kind of folk.
Yeah, the Montreal folk.
Yeah, right. I don't know. We should both get, what is that?
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone. There's a new one. They're kind of trying to go away from the, like, picture, like, this is an apple. Mm-hmm. This is a dog. They're trying to get I think there's another method in doing it, and instead of just showing pictures, I don't know. We'll have to see. It's like talkie. I don't know. I heard it on a radio.
I have no idea.
It was, I don't know. Not worth the time to look it up. Next subject. Pokemon Go.
Hell yeah. Can I curse?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, sweet.
This is explicit. I go on.
I maybe already cursed and I didn't realize it.
Maybe. It's totally fine. I mark it as explicit.
Okay, good.
We're marked for leisure and it's under explicit.
Got it.
I mean, what else would this be? I thought about maybe like there's not a storytelling in Spotify, or maybe it was Anchor, but it's like, what is this? I don't even know.
Leisure.
We're just talking. Leisure.
Right. Yep,
perfect.
leisure.
With explicitness.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Subject is Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go, folks.
So some background for myself. I played it in 2016. We played it for a little bit. I got to like level 20. I stopped playing for years.
And previous to that, you used to play it as a child, the regular game.
Yeah, right.
And cards or no cards?
So I remember us playing the cards, but I don't think we knew fully the rules.
Sure.
So I don't even remember how we played it. But I did, yes. I collected the cards. I don't know where they are now. I really don't. I don't know what happened to them. I don't think Mom and Dad got rid of them, but
I don't know. I've never seen them. Couldn't tell you.
So yeah, a fan before that, and then I played Pokemon Go, and I don't know. I think it just kind of had its wave. So it had its peak in popularity and then dipped
everyone
down,
was excited.
and it just whoever didn't dip down kept going, or there was always resurgence and like always coming back in popularity, but I never came back to it. And then all of a sudden, I don't remember when it was or why it came in conversation, but I found out that you were playing it of all people.
Yeah.
Not a video game player. Just
I
for everybody out
never
there.
played as a kid. Was never interested. Didn't have any interest in the cards either. And my boyfriend, he started playing it about 4 months ago or so. And he got really into it. And then he asked me to download it on my phone so he could play it on my phone so he could trade with himself and all of that stuff. And then he was like, well, you might as well just play on your way to work and while you're at work so that I get more. So I was like,
just using you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I started playing and then got really invested, like probably an unhealthy amount. We both kind of started just going in.
It was because you kind of like realize like what was going on, because at first it was kind of just you're poking buttons, right?
Yeah,
like,
I had no idea. I didn't know any Pokemon. I didn't know what they did or how they did it or whatever.
You're just doing what he asked you to do,
right?
To help him out,
spinning those little circle things.
Yep, for whatever reason,
are now gyms and Pokestops.
Right.
You know, like
you got it down.
I had no reference, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, okay, that's that. This is this, and so on and so forth.
You're actually having fun now instead of
actually having
just
fun.
helping him out.
Completely invested. It's been 3 months now for myself, and let me tell you, I'm level 30, folks.
Yeah.
And 40 is the top, right?
Pushing it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 40 is the top for now.
Right.
I'm sure they'll make another cap.
Yeah. However, I'm probably not as well versed as some people, because like my boyfriend who's level 31, because he's a month ahead of me. Of
course. A month is one level? Jeez.
Yeah. Well, his Pokédex is like gold at this point already. And I'm nowhere near that. So I have a lot of work to do. But it is really fun. Like we were just at the Mall of America this morning getting Deoxys, or how, I don't know exactly how you pronounce them. I'm just making them up.
When you said that, I only know like the first and second. I don't really know too much after that as far as like the generations.
Sure.
When you said something about Deoxys, I thought you were talking about something along the lines of like a procedure or like a outpatient procedure or like just some specialty clinic or something that you went to. I was like, oh, cool. What is that?
We had a procedure this morning.
Skincare routine or something?
Yep. Dermatology.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, what is that?
Gosh. But yeah, no, we were there this morning, which, by the way, well, someone likes to be a cheater over here.
Oh, yeah. If you aren't watching the video, she definitely pointed to me. But so my brother and I won't tell you my gamer tag.
I convinced them to re-download it and start.
So we did start out playing it again, but we didn't like the traditional way of playing. Of
walking around.
Well, my brother
and adventuring out.
Yeah.
Into the world, the real world.
A shit ton of gas money just to. I'm trying to go places. I ain't trying to be some low level bitch for too long. No, it was our brother that invested. It was during our family reunion. He stayed up all night looking for like.
I can confirm.
Like other methods of playing other than actually playing the game. Mm-hmm. And hacks is pretty much what we're getting at. Like
yes.
Cheating. Like playing it so you can adventure wherever you want with just by sitting at your couch.
i.e. Japan. Yeah. From Minnesota.
And Chicago.
Okay,
so my opinion on that is the argument was that it would get like boring playing it that way.
Right.
But it turns out that I haven't gotten bored. I did have to take like a day off the last day or two because I was playing it afar. That guy was smiling. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw him.
He drove by. He was like, look at that. They're
him cool. And his wife.
Oh yeah, check us out. Subscribe. Thanks.
Yeah, we should have put a sign up in the yard.
I already put one sign up in my yard to tell people to stop stealing stuff from us.
True.
So maybe we don't need to like attract any more craziness to us.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, so no, I haven't gotten bored of it at all.
Well, because it's like playing a video game.
Well, I think Matt said it. It's like playing the original Pokemon, because the original Pokemon on the Game Boy, all you did was you'd start out and you got a starter Pokemon. I don't remember even what the starting is like. You're given some stuff and just said go look, right?
Yeah, right.
So that's kind of the
Well,
same
I have
thing.
no idea because I never played it.
Oh my god. At the beginning, it's the same thing. You're basically shoved into a world, go look for stuff and just go on your adventure. And it's kind of the same thing in this game that you're or in the Game Boy version, is that you go out, you look for Pokemon, you level them up, which there is a way to level these up technically, and you're just doing all sorts of things to just that sort of resemble. So that already fascinated me. I was already like into that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so for me it's a massive multiplayer game. So that guy was trying not to look. He was trying not to look.
He wanted to stare down.
Yeah.
For sure. He's looking in his rearview mirror like, what the hell?
Yeah. Like,
look at he's braking, trying to get a good view. Oh, maybe he's lost.
He lives right there.
Oh, just kidding.
He's lost. No, but I've been having fun playing it illegally, like playing the hacks, because I still do the same thing. It'd be different if it was like a single player experience.
Right.
But knowing that there's tons of thousands of people out there, that hundreds of thousands of people out there, I'm sure, in the world that are playing the same game, it just kind of keeps you sucked in, like any social media would.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I wish that it had, and maybe they'll get to it at some point, but it's been from 2016, right? You said.
I think that was the year it started.
I wish it had a feature like Snapchat, the map, where who you're friends with, you can see where they're at. And
then they can toggle that because like if they don't want people knowing.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool to be like.
It's like the same thing that goes on Snapchat. I gotcha.
Yeah, like you can see your little guy.
Yeah, that does bother me.
Like how cool would that be?
Why can't I do that?
I don't know.
It seems like a very easy feature to.
Like, where are your friends? Where are they today in the world of Pokemon?
Maybe it is a security thing though. Maybe they don't want that exploited.
But only where your friends are. It's not random people.
Yeah, but if you got to think, I guess, I don't know. You got to think like a little farther back, because if that sort of thing, this gets into like app development, because if that sort of thing doesn't exist on that app, then it can't be exploited. Like, even if like people can hack in and see people's Facebook stuff without being friends with them and stuff like that, because that's a feature that can be exploited. Well, if that feature doesn't even exist, then how are they going to be able to? You'd have to, because we're friends, but I can't see where you're at. Yeah, it'll tell me what you're doing, right? But that's it. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to safe keep, because I think it might be a little different with Snapchat in that. I guess I don't know the age restrictions, but maybe it's something to do with age restriction too. They're like, oh, we got some real young people on here. We don't want them to ever be able to find each other. Yeah. Yeah, there was some. Oh, yeah. We went to the mall again. This was last weekend, actually. Yes. Okay. If you are here in Minnesota and close to the Mall of America, it's the place to go. It's any raid, any gym, you're going to get in with a lot of people. Oh, that's kind of nice. And win automatically. I mean, it's a good, if you are actually playing the game correctly, it is a great place to go, because there's going to be lots of people. But anyways, so there was a mom. We were kind of walking around, and on our way out, we had already done what we needed to do and get done. And it was a mom and a son and a daughter that were probably about 8 and 6, and they both had their own little iPods or iPhones or whatever they were using, going around playing Pokemon with mom. Okay. So there are very young kids playing it. Yeah. See, and I was just saying that on like a possibility. Right. So now that you say that there's actual people, that gets you to wonder, because I guarantee you some of these people you know, they find that enjoyable to go with their family and do that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like if they're into it.
Yeah, that was another really surprising thing was it's old in the world of the internet.
Right.
But a lot of people play it still. Like we've gone around our town that we live in going to all the gyms and Pokestops just so we knew where they were and, you know, to play the game. And so many times have we run into people who also play it. And I didn't really expect that because, like, I remember you making your video on YouTube with Matt going downtown Stillwater.
And there was
playing
a lot of people.
Yeah, and that was, you know, in 2016, that was a long time ago in the world of the internet, you know?
Right.
Like that thing,
That's
in
like,
my mind, because I didn't play it, died.
Yeah. Right.
But
That's what I
it's
thought.
not dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Megan even had, for instance, just at this, you know, that crossing right
Mhm.
there.
Yeah.
There's like at least once or twice a week we'll catch somebody just parked there. There's
Yeah.
no other reason to be parked there
Yeah.
other than actually being at the park.
Mhm.
But when you're parked there, the vehicle's on.
Mhm.
Like we thought it was a police officer. They sit there sometimes.
Yeah.
No, it's just somebody sitting there spinning a Pokestop quick.
Yep.
And
if you didn't play the
Still
game,
today.
you'd have no idea.
no, right. You'd
Because
think
you
some
don't,
weird
like, it's
fucker is just
imaginary
parked there.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It's if you're not in it, you have no idea.
Yeah. But
So
because you play the game, you know there's a gym there.
yes,
and-
yeah, right,
yeah.
yeah. I know the meta between why somebody would be somewhere and looking at their phone.
Yep.
Like no, they're not texting.
Yeah.
They're spinning.
It's a good time.
Yeah,
If you don't have it or used to play it again because it's really fun.
yeah. I would agree. It is definitely fun. I want to get back out there and actually play it for real, but I don't get back out anywhere. And I drive my truck, so it's not very economical for me to drive around and play Pokemon.
Yeah.
I haven't found the time to, like, my bike broke, so, like, I have a really shit luck with bikes. Really bad.
Yeah,
like, they
you
just
do.
break.
do.
Did you know that I bought a new one
Yeah.
from Walmart for like $100 and some
I
dollars?
thought you had a Craigslist one.
That broke.
Oh, great.
Yes.
On to the next one.
So I was like, I'll just buy a new one. I knew it. It's fucking from Walmart. What the hell? It's a mongoose. So I figured it was like half reputable.
Yeah. It's name brand.
Sure. I think it was Matt, my brother, who said that I'm being too hard on him. And of course I am. I'm like beating the absolute shit out of these bikes because I'm not going out there to leisurely ride my bike. I am going out there to beat my ass and like sweat and get an exercise.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm a big guy on a Walmart bike trying to get a workout and I'm like jumping off shit. So
Maybe you need to invest in like
a really nice bike.
Yeah, but like a mountain bike, like a big.
Yeah, I want. There's a medium. It's a 700cc. It's 700cc wheel. It's a mix between a mountain and a street. So like
Okay.
you can still ride on like this.
Yeah.
And not be like trying to
Dying.
struggle along. Yeah. And that wheel's nice. I liked it, but the whole bike behind it was just.
You should go to Eric's bike shop because then you could like ride around and shit.
Yeah.
You can't do that in Walmart. Test
I
it out.
did.
Well, I guess I suppose you can, but
But I know I have to actually invest in something that's worthwhile instead because it just did not perform. So then getting back to Pokemon Go, I haven't had a bike really to ride to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm looking into getting a car to drive around,
Mhm.
just like a shit car to just like have to not drive the truck all the time.
Right.
That way I'd probably play a Pokemon Go in that, but
Mm-hmm.
and then I feel like more of a social aspect because I'd like to come with you guys and just like make a day out of riding around and doing
Heck
that.
yeah.
Like we can all go in on a gas tank and then just drive around.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot that we haven't really explored. Like we'll see them in the distance. We're like, oh, because it's just
How about that stupid coin thing? They should. There's no reason for you to be at a gym longer than a day, pretty much.
Yo, I got fucked. Okay, so the coins, yes, you earn 50 coins when you go into a gym, and it's dependent on how long you're in it, because I was in a gym. I left a Pokemon in a gym for I think it was like a couple hours, and I only got like 6 coins.
Right.
So if you're in it for 24 hours or whatever the limit is, 12, I don't know, then you get full 50. Well,
Yep.
at our family reunion, we were like, all right, so when you played back in 2016, you were like, oh yeah, we had that gym for like 3 weeks. And I'm like,
Yeah, we did.
fuck yeah, dude, I'm going to get coin. I'm going to be Pokemon rich
Fuck
right
yeah.
now.
Because it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
In the middle of nowhere. So we're like, all right, I'm putting my big ass Dragonite in there. He's going to be there so long. And he was like 20. I mean, I guess I could look. It was like 26 days.
It was almost a month.
Yeah, almost a month. And I got fucking 46 coins out of that bitch.
You didn't even get the full 50.
No.
I think it's
because I had
you
already
had
put a
another
Pokemon that day. That was my
That's
4
so
coins
annoying.
or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I think that there needs to be some sort of benefit for you to hold on. There is no benefit to hold on to it longer than
None at all.
the day.
What's 50 coins? You can't get anything for 50 coins
Nothing.
in the shop.
I just held down that bitch for a solid month.
I should get fucking rewarded for that. It should have been raining down my screen and shit. It should have been fucking I don't know.
Even if it's not coins though.
They could have animated Dragonite just like rolling around
like a champion.
Just like, hell yeah.
Yeah, like a winner's dance or something.
I would have appreciated Pokemon Niantic. Listen here. Okay, this needs to happen.
I'll send it to him. I'll just send it right to him.
Adam, because this needs to happen.
Perfect. I'll literally give him a timestamp.
See, I shouldn't have opened this because now I'm like, ooh, there's this bronze thing that I need. I should go get it. It's at Swagger Park.
Oh yeah, that's right down their way, Swagger Park. All right, well, we talked about Pokemon Go for a solid 45 minutes, so that's all our time, folks. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. Peace out. Bye.
No, I was just kidding. It's a way more enjoyable to talk about than I ever thought it would be. And
that's good.
I mean, I don't know. It's just a fun game, and it's supposed to get you out and about. But I still feel the initiative to be like out in the public. There's a slight guilt that you feel even playing in that way.
Yeah.
But for me, it's worth it. Level up, bitch.
Yeah, you've come a long way.
I have, but then I think when you hit max level is when you start to question.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where you go from there, other than just catching
rarity. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, like legendary people Pokemon. Legendary Pokemon, and then I don't know, they recently added a new special task thing to do, but if you finish all of them, then there's kind of nothing other than maybe your field research that you get, which also Niantic, listen here, fucking Flower Crown Eevee for a month. What kind of fucking shit is that?
You know what's funny is I'll be honest with you. In the middle of
we're really going into this Pokemon Go.
in this PokeCast.
Oh, hey, is it still recording?
I think we're just about to come up to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can go check actually.
I really wanted to do this earlier, but welcome back to ASMR channel. Sorry, I was just filling the voidies back.
Okay, I just hit record again. I think I got to figure that out. I think there's a way to stop the limit, but it's fine. So what I was going to say is that what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
What I was going to say was I don't remember.
You were talking about going out into the world or something.
Yeah. It had to do with
The field research.
Yeah, keeping people interested.
Oh, yeah.
Like more things to do.
Yeah.
So it's you got to be able to, because once you get like a certain demographic up to the highest level,
Mm-hmm.
then opening it up to the next 10.
Oh, he gave us a peace sign. Thanks, sir.
Oh, thanks. Damn it, I wasn't even paying attention.
I'm sorry. I
Damn.
caught him at the last second.
I'll give him a peace sign, see if he sees. Peace, bro.
I don't think he was
Nah, he didn't even see. But like, how long it takes to get to 40?
Yeah.
Bringing it to 50 is going to be like almost getting from 1 to 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be a big fucking, because it just goes up in increments.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to, they have potential to keep people interested, but they also need to add, because when I started playing, they didn't have all that stuff. Oh, wait. I remember what I was going to say.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. So I thought it was funny when we were talking about this. I was like, oh boy, we're getting technical to the people that wouldn't actually play this.
Oh, true.
But you fucking came out of the woodworks and said some shit I didn't even fucking understand. Talking about some Golden Crown Eevee. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh, sorry.
No, I just thought it was funny because we were on the same level.
Yeah.
And then, but somebody that has never played the game might not understand some stuff. And then you just went above my knowledge. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what she's talking about right now.
Sorry, no, for the field research.
Don't be sorry. I thought that was fucking prime. I thought that was funny as shit.
No, for the field research, you get if you accomplish one of their tasks that are given to you, you get a stamp for each day. If you do finish a task each day, you get a stamp each day.
Sure.
And at your end of the 7 days, you are given a chance to catch a legendary Pokemon is what it's supposed to be for.
Yeah.
But for this month, we're getting fucking Flower Crown Eevees. Yes, it is an event Pokemon technically, so you can't catch it in the wild. Okay. But I need fucking Latias and Latios. I need Groudons. I need, those big ass.
I don't know what the fuck those Pokemon are. So you want some impressive Pokemon.
Yeah, not some Eevee.
Little bitch Eevee. I gotcha. That makes sense.
Which I can't do anything with.
Right.
I'm going to have 4 by the end of the month. What do I need 4 for? You know, come on, really?
No,
but anyways, I don't know.
That guy on the motorcycle was pretty badass.
They were smiling at us.
Really?
Yeah, it felt weird, smiling back, but that's okay.
Oh, I mean, it's totally fine.
A car is different than a motorcycle. Oh my God, there's a tandem bike riders.
Oh my, no, it's not. No, it's not. It looked like it.
Dude, it was perfectly lined up. I thought it was tandem. I was like, damn, where do you get one of those?
No,
that was
that's
awesome.
Actually pretty dangerous. I wouldn't fucking ride one.
You think? They were even in sync in their pedaling.
It was pretty perfect.
For the split second, that was for sure
what
a tandem
dynamic.
bike.
I love doing the podcast outside.
There's lots of variables.
There is.
But it is great. It's beautiful day out. Our last hoorah next week of summer.
Yeah, 82 we're supposed to get.
Yes.
That's going to get warm.
Before it's negative 30 degrees.
I hope we don't get that cold. I absolutely hated it. There was one day, this was when I was working at the Hartford, and it was negative 27, I think it was, because I get there at like 6 a.m.
And
it hurt my skin.
Yeah.
I've never felt that before.
Fun.
I've never felt like actual pain from the wind.
Right.
Like I had a scarf over my face. I had a hat on and a jacket, and I was just, tucking in, but it burnt.
Yeah, it's not a fun feeling.
No.
But then it's like, I can't remember where I heard it, and it might have been from you, but it's one of those things where you don't really remember pain. Like, that's one thing that humans...
Sure, yeah.
You don't remember pain, so you can think that. You can think back to that, and it's
but you can't actually...
feel it.
Right. You just remember what you would explain it as.
Yeah. God, I'm not looking forward to winter.
No.
This is going to suck.
Last winter wasn't that bad. It wasn't
It
horrible.
wasn't. It really wasn't.
It didn't get that cold.
But
It had a couple days, but
but don't forget that we do complain a lot
yeah.
about it, you know?
There was some snow issues a couple of times. There was some heavy snow that had come through.
Yep.
And like made it real hard to drive.
Mm-hmm.
But overall it was pretty mild as far as like conditions. That bitch just threw out a fucking cigarette in the middle of the road.
Where does she fucking live? We're gonna go kill her.
I don't
Just
know.
kidding.
She's a
We
neighbor.
don't condone murder.
Oh yeah, no murder. No murder. Let's see.
No, okay. You wanted to talk about weather.
Oh yeah, so we're already in that. We can just do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great segue. How did we get here? Magic. It was impressive.
No, but I was gonna say, so anyone that grew up and has never been up here have never experienced that. You see pictures and shit, but like,
there's 13
I would
states.
love. Well, yeah, we had the Super Bowl. Remember when we had the Super Bowl here?
Okay, yeah.
And all of the California natives. It wasn't. I want to say it wasn't that cold. I remember we got a lot of snow, but it wasn't that cold, and people were freaking the fuck out when they came for like the halftime show and stuff. Like all the celebrities, were like, "Yo, it's cold,
right?
Bitch, welcome." You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is interesting because for us,
normal
0 is. I mean,
that's a good day.
Well, I wouldn't say that's a good day, but 0 is like that's not unheard of.
No,
like 32 in the winter is a good day.
That is a really good day.
That's on the verge of being 35.
You get 38. Yeah, I was gonna say 35, 38.
You got shit melting.
We got shorts on. We got tank tops. We're going to the beach.
That kind of shit starts giving us the bad. I thought I heard a ice cream
we
truck.
don't. But it is really nice though.
Yeah.
Melting. It's a good day.
Just,
it's a nice day.
You know it's not gonna snow.
Right.
It's almost, well, it's not a guarantee, but it's almost confirmation that you know that we're on the better side of things. We're not. And I forgot I'm being not inclusive by assuming people use Fahrenheit and freedom units.
Ooh, yeah.
So as long as we're above 0 in Celsius, we're a gravy train. And for us to say, so then it would be negative 32 is not that bad in Celsius, right?
I honestly don't know.
Well, if 32, isn't it that 32 Fahrenheit?
Yeah,
and
I know
0
are the same.
Celsius is. So then wouldn't you just negative 32 is 0?
I don't
or is
think
that not
so.
the conversion?
No, because if you go...
That's very ignorant of me to guess, but I just thought it was the basic math.
It's
it's a different method.
Mathematical equation to get there. Because I know people in England, well, I don't know personally, but
damn, she's worldly though.
Shit, you know. No, I know that they say like, oh yeah, it's like 40 degrees.
Yeah.
And that's like our 76. So there's not
okay.
I'm making a hand motion as in like equal. It's not equal, folks.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It's
Yeah,
not
right.
like look, there's a bunny on that stoop.
Oh, there is. He's like tiny and nibbling. That is so cute.
Oh, gosh.
See, if I was doing it in the it's so tiny. If I was doing it in the basement right now, I'd be like, look at my wall.
Yeah,
cool.
You would have missed the cute bunny on the stoop.
But yeah. I mean, right now we're looking at I finally seen it. I don't know if I think it happened within the week. Is the color change.
Yeah.
I think it was the past week because most of everything around us right now is green.
Pretty much.
But it's starting to...
There's a couple maple trees that are definitely turning.
Yeah, it's obvious. But...
Red and orange.
Some start before others, so it's... Oh, it's sad. But this is the weather I live for right here.
Yeah, this is great.
I don't know if anybody else out there has felt the same thing, but I... adore
pre-fall, end of summer.
Yeah. I look forward to the absolute medium where it's almost like your body is confused because you're sitting out and it has to be a no-wind day.
Yeah.
You're sitting out there and you cannot determine if it is too cold or too hot. There is absolutely no medium.
Yep.
Have you ever, I've had that like twice in my life
Mm-hmm.
where you stand there and you're like, and today is almost there.
Yeah.
It's too cold, like a couple degrees for me. Like I feel like it's too cold.
I was gonna say the other way. I am wearing a sweatshirt.
You are wearing a sweater.
But
I am in short
on
shirts.
the hotter side. I'm a
Okay.
little warm. But
you know what I'm
super
talking
comfortable.
about? That like you don't know.
Yeah.
You can't tell. So you're
It's like
perfect.
around, we're talking Fahrenheit here, folks.
Yep.
Around like 70 to 73, I'd say.
Right
degrees.
now?
Well,
Or
I don't know, but
that temperature.
that temperature
Yeah.
of like,
Right.
is it cold?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like 69 is pushing it, but anything 60s is like it's
Chilled.
It's chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. I live for this. I will put up with, and that's the thing. It's kind of sick, but the winter kills a lot of stuff, and I'm talking bugs. Like
Yeah.
we don't, and it's not that I don't mind bugs, but we don't get gigantic fuckers
Do you want to guess? Let me just just guess the temperature right now.
right now. Here in Stillwater.
Stillwater, yep.
Okay. I'm thinking
Because now that I see this temperature, I might be wrong in what I just said previous.
68,
Incorrect.
67.
No.
It is 72.
It is 72 on the nose.
Dang.
So I think it might be closer to...
If I'm a little chill. Well, right there, I kind of felt it. Like I was almost perfect. It's the wind that brings it up.
Yeah.
73 would probably be like tits. Be perfect. With no wind. Yeah,
Yep.
right there.
Right here.
Right here.
This is no
wind. Oh my gosh. I'm living in it. No, just kidding. It's almost there. And it also depends on like direct sunlight too. Like if you're getting hit by the sun, no
Mhm.
clouds, boom, that fucker is hot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It cooks for
Right.
sure.
In the middle of the summer. But
I would love to live, like, swap lives with someone for a year. I mean, I guess it's not that hard.
like
but
geographically?
yeah, like, who doesn't experience seasons and swap lives with them?
Yeah.
To go, and especially here in, well, I guess, see, I feel like every state can say, like, I guess that's just Minnesota. I guess that's just Wisconsin. Like,
Sure.
you know, everyone has their weird weather patterns and stuff.
Yep.
That shit just happens, right?
Right.
But, like, yeah, to go and experience no seasons. Like, I'm sure, like, what, New Mexico? Do they experience seasons?
Somewhere right along the equator.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, equator, yeah.
That's where we're looking for.
Right, but that's
equator
hot,
is-
though.
Well, you get somewhere where it's
Because
right above or right below. You don't get those drastic, like some of it's
so, like, anywhere in the United States would be too high.
The issue is you got to go, no, like Texas is kind of there. You just got to stay away from the ocean because that affects like the humidity and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fucking weatherman over here. But somewhere in that that general area in between is where you get just a whole lot of the same.
All the same, yeah.
Yeah, it's like your seasons are like 2 because it's just hot and cold.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Or like rainy and not rainy.
It's like in California.
Yeah.
It's they just get rain and it's kind of like it's a cold time of year, I guess. I don't know. It's not like it's nothing crazy.
Right.
They're not having to put like jackets on because it's
Ever.
6 inches of snow coming down. I don't know. Yeah, there are those areas though where the change is very minimal throughout the year. It's temperature mostly.
Mm-hmm. God, this is like rush hour right now.
Yeah, holy. I guess it's what time? It's 4:30 p.m. here. Apparently people are coming home from their weekend jobs.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or Saturday excursions.
Yeah, that's true too. Got to get them in before the end of the year, folks. Get out there.
We want you
We want
to get
you.
out there.
This has been a message by Minnesota National Parks Association. Awkwardly staring at the camera. Yeah, it is. I think. Well, it's to throw the question back at you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you enjoy the dynamic? Like, do you see yourself outside of what I've been wanting to say? There's 13 states, I believe, in the Salt Belt, is what they call it. The Salt Belt.
Yeah.
13 states that use their MDOT or not MDOT, their DOT, Department of Transportation. They use salt on their roads.
Yeah.
Probably for snow.
Right.
So I
haven't seen anyone do it in the middle of the summer, so I would presume that it'd be for snow.
I don't know what the states are, but could you see yourself outside of something like that, or do you prefer this over?
I know I've always wanted to live elsewhere. Where that would be, I don't.
Is that what you're looking for though? Is like
outside of the Salt Belt?
Not as much inclement weather where it's more even.
Not necessarily.
Just not here.
Right, yeah.
Just fuck Minnesota.
Well, not fuck it, but just I would love to just experience more, different cultures, different experiences, different people and thoughts and whatever.
Yep.
Minnesota can be very passive aggressive. Maybe Wisconsin's not. I don't know.
Minnesota passive aggressive.
Yep.
It's not Minnesota nice. And I think though that some of us are allowed the passive aggressiveness because it's like we love our state, but fuck, sometimes it's rough.
Dude, those Scanies are terrible drivers. Let me tell you. Fuck all of them.
Sorry,
just
all
kidding.
Of our
I'm just kidding.
Our Wisconsin listeners that we probably don't have.
We just live so close to Wisconsin that they're just all over the place.
Right.
So it's hard to escape them. But
yeah, they are everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fine. We can live cohesively.
So my boyfriend is originally from Illinois, Chicago. Or Chicago, Illinois, I should say. But he...
No, I mean... Oh.
The city in a state is, I think you say it.
No, in the address? Oh, city, state.
Yeah.
You said state, city.
Yeah, I said.
It. So, yeah, you're probably right. Somewhere they do it, I bet.
Maybe.
Somewhere you were right.
Yes,
that's all that matters.
Somewhere in the world I was correct. No, so he has always said Minnesota drivers are terrible.
Yeah.
Like, and the more he says it, the more I agree. There's been even this morning, she was a little older, but a lady almost rear-ended me because she didn't go into her proper lane.
Oh, great.
In a double turn, you both turn into, she was coming into my lane. Why? I don't know.
Stay away, please.
Yeah, it was, and he's just like, at this point, he doesn't have to say it. He just looks at me and he's like, I'm telling, here you go. Another example of why Minnesota drivers suck. But I think I'm decent. I think I'm okay. I haven't gotten into any other vehicle crashes.
Yeah.
So.
I have.
But yeah.
That was not fun. That was not because of inclement weather, though. That was just stupidity.
That was system failure.
And stupidity. Like, I shouldn't be coming up so hot with an old-ass car thinking my brakes are, gravy trained.
In tip-top shape.
And then when I need to, slam her down... Yeah, we'll slam her down, but I think I remember somewhere in a booklet saying, if you're this far away, you're going to stop in this amount of time. And having a 95 Chevy Lumina and expecting it to just be, the best brakes in the world.
Yeah.
And you just come slamming into somebody. Anyways, let's continue on.
Bad memories. He's triggered, folks.
Yeah. This podcast totally took a turn and whatever.
Oh, gosh.
Everything's fine. But it's just vehicles.
Your life was fine. Okay. You weren't not injured.
Yep. We're fine. Yeah. I don't know. I want to go elsewhere as well, but...
Well, now you bought a house. Now you're kind of stuck.
Not forever.
True.
I have always been interested in, long-term investing in another property. And I definitely don't want it to be like my next door property. Like
I suppose.
I'd buy somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then, there's always those companies, like we have one in here, Renters Warehouse. There's companies all the time that will just do that work for you.
When you do decide to do that, please, I don't care if it tears up your carpets and eats your walls. Please include all breeds of dogs and any weight limit because, I'm struggling out here, let me tell you.
Well, here's the thing. You can ask a tiny bit more, not a lot more, but you can ask a tiny bit more to be all inclusive.
Yeah.
Just let anybody in.
And I'm down
why
for
wouldn't
it.
you? Like, why would
I
you?
don't know.
I guess, like, that's you. It's a payoff. Like, I'm sure that, like, in comparison, some of these places cost more because they allow dogs. I'm sure that happens.
Yeah.
That they, like, include it in their price or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not?
Family bike ride.
Yeah, family bike ride. Let's go. Yeah, you got to be available to all customers because I could probably get somebody to pay a price if they were that person. But as soon as they see that, if they filter out results on places like that doesn't, like, it has to include, you won't ever get seen.
No.
And you could lose somebody that makes a lot of money. You know what I mean? That is totally fine with paying a certain price immediately because you said you don't accept dogs.
Yeah.
So it's like, why
or
would you
certain
limit
breeds
yourself?
of dogs or weight limit or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Either way, you're just limiting your customer basis.
Yeah.
You want to have a wider angle. It's an investment, and you will get the payoff because you'll find somebody willing to pay it. And then if they scratch some shit up, just replace it.
Right. I'm willing to replace things.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to do stuff anyway as a homeowner or somebody who's renting it out. You're going to have to flip it, and, like, they might have painted the walls.
Yeah.
If they allowed it, I guess. But why wouldn't you?
Right.
Give them the option. You're going to have to clean up the house regardless after somebody leaves.
Yeah.
So.
Would you want it to be outside of the salt belt? Is that kind of where you were leading?
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be something that I'd have to worry about during the winter.
I suppose.
That'd be a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to fly down there because...
Snow removal.
Yeah. Right. Like, you're not in charge of, like, maintenance. It's their problem when they're renting
the company's problem?
No.
Or the quote-unquote homeowner.
Right. Like, if they're, like, leasing it for...
The renter.
Yeah, like plumbing and stuff. I don't think that's my responsibility. I think
suppose.
that's, like, if you need something done to your place, you'd call a plumber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like they're renting on a month-to-month basis. That's like renting something a little different. But so I don't want to have to fly down somewhere. You know, that'd be dumb. Just because some snow is heavy, and then how would I know?
Right.
You know, like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I want it to be a little less rough as far as weather is considered.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's way down the road. I mean, I got this fucker to worry about before I
fix this one up.
Yeah, exactly. Got to get this thing up to par.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year. We're hoping.
Yeah.
Hoping to use some of our
residual income.
Well, wait, that's a great fucking segue.
I should make this my podcast because I'm great. No, I'm
we
just
are
kidding.
buzzing through to the subjects by total coincidence. Before we get into the next subject, by saying yes, residual income would definitely help. The equity that we have on this sucker.
Yeah, I don't really know how that works.
We're gonna use
I kind of know, but not really.
I guess we don't have to get in total detail, you know, but
it's like money you have.
It's like
through the house or something.
It's the difference between what it's worth versus how much you owe on it. You can, through a bank, take that money as collateral, or like basically you own that because you've paid that off.
Yeah, you own that portion of the money.
So you can re-borrow that back. It's kind of like putting yourself back in the hole. But when you're investing it into the house itself, instead of like doing something else with the money, like getting another car or something like that, it actually it will make your house worth more. So it almost kind of you get money back from the money you're spending.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have X amount of dollars and then you spend all that into the house, now your house is gone up a percentage because it's newer and updated.
Yep.
And so when you get it re-looked at,
Mm-hmm.
it's worth more,
Mm-hmm.
and then you might get some more equity out of it
Gotcha.
because it's worth a certain amount and you've already invested money into that.
Yeah.
So if you've paid off your house, you could borrow off of your house. Be like, this fucker is worth so and so. I'm pretty sure you can give me whatever money and you can use my house as collateral or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm sure that there's other things, but yeah, so we're looking to do that because we need some major updates.
Yeah.
So
Do
we
you
want to
know
just
if
go
anything's been done since it's been built?
very little.
Yeah.
Is what it sounds like. Like maybe like different carpet and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff is
And we're talking, what was it, the 70s?
like late 70,
Late 70.
like 78, 76.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. On some of that stuff, it's definitely.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Just wipe it all and just start anew on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So, but yes, residual income was one of our subjects, and you just fucking said like right into it that would help because it would definitely help.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, which it's like everybody but 3 people, Megan and I are selling candles, relitcandles.com. We don't have any product yet, but by sometime this weekend, I think we'll have some product up on that site. We're looking to just, make some extra money because you have free time, but then you think of it like work. But if you don't think of it like work and you look into something that's possibly fun to do,
Yeah.
like what's so wrong about sitting and making very smelly, like good smelling things?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of fun.
Cute,
You're creating it.
eccentric, creative.
Yeah, and it's handmade as much as
Mhm.
it's just like you're just melting something and
Making it something else.
Yeah, sure, but you're crafting it
Right.
yourself.
Yeah.
In some regard.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. It doesn't sound too painstaking.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. I'm starting to realize very late though that like maybe my free time shouldn't be just spent playing video games.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the casual video game, but I'm not investing near as much as I used to.
Right.
And I feel like maybe it was just the era I was grown up in, but I stayed pretty late playing video games heavy every day.
Mm-hmm.
And lately it's just I've been realizing like that's just there's only so much you'll get out of that.
Right.
No matter what video game you play.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can get out of that before it's not really doing anything for you.
Yeah.
So it's fun to do it socially. I don't sit there and play non-social games.
Right.
I want to do it with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to sit there for
because then that
8
way
hours.
you're getting something out of it.
Yes, other than just a solo experience with me just looking at a screen and not interacting anything other than the game.
Right.
I just feel like I'm not getting anything out of my time in life. It just seems like a waste.
Yeah.
No offense.
To any heavy gamers out there.
Yes. It's just now I'm fucking almost 30.
Now you're like gonna full on adult is kind of what you're saying. Like
Yeah,
you're gonna
right.
continue to have that fun, but
yeah, exactly. I'll have that fun.
shit's
But-
real out here.
Yeah, I want to also like get something out of my fun.
Right.
And maybe it'll take a tiny bit of work, but I don't have to consider it. I don't have to have something in my life that's
All consuming.
and just a burden.
Yeah.
Like at this point in my life, it's a privilege to say that I don't have like something that I feel is burdening me as far as like a hobby or something like that. That's
Mhm.
I don't know. Or a job, I mean,
Yeah.
not a hobby. So it's like, yeah, why not spend that time? You guys have some sort of thing going on where you're selling stuff?
Well, hopefully we've thought about doing a little bit more, but I feel like I know I've heard and seen on the internet like it's kind of the new way to make money and to live life is like through like you build something and then you kind of let it sit, like, you know, owning a
Right.
house and renting it out. Like you
Yeah.
just kind of let it sit and then you just earn money off of it. That way you get to live your life out and about, like experiencing all the things. And,
Far more rewarding.
right. Or, I mean, it should be anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're trying to sell dog food. We don't have like a website or anything to
Why
shout
not,
out.
though? Now
But
that I just thought about that.
Yeah, well, we just need to figure it out because
I can look up a domain right now here for you on this computer. We could look up like
we were gonna try Facebook Marketplace, but I am not a Facebook user. Oh, your screen went off on your camera.
Oh, that just means it just stopped recording.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. We'll just cut a blank spot.
Okay. No, I'm not a Facebook user per se. So I don't really know how to use it. I know it's a lot like Craigslist sort of, and that was another thing we thought about doing was
Dude, don't go to Craigslist.
okay.
Craigslist was amazing. Craigslist was the shit.
Yeah.
Craigslist is how I met one of my best friends.
Okay. A little strange,
We
but
could
we'll
get into
roll with
that
it.
next podcast.
Tune in next week.
No, it's Jimmy. He fixed
Okay.
Xboxes. And
Yeah.
that's how I just met
Okay,
him.
so that's more reasonable. I
Yeah.
thought you're like looking for personal ad.
No, that's weird.
I'm
No
just
offense,
kidding,
but
I'm
that's
kidding, I'm
no,
kidding.
that's not how it was. Craigslist was great for buying and selling, but for instance, just last night I was hanging out with Justin
Mhm.
and we were looking up Lumina because that's the car I want to buy.
Yeah.
Just
Tool around in.
Yeah, and just because that was my first car, so. I was looking on Craigslist. He was looking on Facebook Marketplace. I had like 2. He had like 20.
Okay.
It was way different.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the place to sell because you know
Facebook
who you're
Marketplace.
getting. Yes, because
Okay.
you know who you're getting stuff from.
Yeah.
Craigslist is just so
Sketch.
yeah, because it's anonymous. Whereas like Facebook, I can see that motherfucker's profile picture and see who they
sure.
are, and I can judge before I even interact with the
Gotcha.
person. So I feel like people they feel more like safe
Yeah.
on Facebook Marketplace.
I
So
suppose.
they feel way more apt to just sell stuff that way.
Yeah. So I've never bought or sold anything. Do you like go meet places like Craigslist? Like hey, let's go meet up at the BP on the corner
Yes.
of okay.
Yeah, it's the same
And you
concept
just use
as
like Facebook Messenger kind of a thing?
Yeah, see that it's just like all right in there. It's all
Yeah.
part of the same system.
Yeah.
Craigslist, you're emailing somebody
Yeah.
or like texting somebody. No, this is straight through Facebook.
Yeah.
You're contacting them through Facebook. Maybe they'll give you your number.
Ooh, there was a police officer. He just slowed down. He might have been looking at us. Well, this isn't illegal.
No.
He's backing up. Oh, he's hooking up his thing. He's hooking up the speed thing.
Oh, the little speed thing that
Yeah.
says like you're going this far.
Yep.
Sir, can you come over here and have a word with us about pretzels and cheese and your opinion on them? But
No, yeah. So we only posted one thing and it was viewed like 80 times and nothing ever happened. So I was like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. And also we just need to post more. Like we have
Yeah.
a lot of product, so we just need to post it.
right. You need to make it look legit because like if somebody's
Yeah, if it's a one-off.
yeah, then we get back to your audience then.
Mhm.
Like you got to broaden it out because people are more apt to buy stuff for certain things.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's certain dogs want certain kind of food and
Right.
what have you.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's the way people are going, especially younger folk. And that was I kind of was saying earlier about like pyramid schemes. What'd you find?
JessandRichDogFood.com.
No one's taking it.
No.
Oh my gosh. So simple.
JessandRichDogFood.com. And it can literally, you could have it linked straight to your Facebook Marketplace ad.
Yeah. But then do you have to ship? Because dog
No,
food's fucking
this is
heavy.
just brand. This
Okay.
is enables you to just simply tell people where to go instead of being like, go on Facebook, go to Marketplace, and then look up blah blah blah. You can literally put on a business card, JessandRichDogFood.com. Sorry,
And
I
then
just
it goes
doxed your boyfriend.
But then it goes straight to Facebook Marketplace
You can make
or
it go
whatever.
to wherever. You can make it go to Pornhub.com if you wanted to. If you really
Super
wanted to put it
effective.
to wherever, Google. You could put it to Google just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just like part of branding
Interesting.
and like just putting stuff out there way easier.
Sure, yeah.
Because it's way easier to just say that. Like, for instance, relitcandles.com.
Ooh, get that plug. Shit.
Relit candles. I'm typing in a keyboard for all my Spotify listeners. Relitcandles.com just brings you to our Etsy page.
Got it.
So I can just put that on a business card and say going to etsy.com/shop/relitcandles.
Yeah.
It just sends them to that instead. So you could do something like that.
Yeah, we could do something like
just
that.
for branding and easier access to the product. But yeah, post some more stuff to make it look legit. You could borrow the camera for some really fancy dog food shots.
Whoa.
I'm not shitting you.
That'd be effective.
Pictures are where it's at.
Yeah.
You want to be able to sell your
We
stuff.
could even put our cute little pups in the pictures too and be like, this is what our dog eats, and they love it.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, so right now the only sale we've made was to our brother and sister-in-law who have residual income. I don't know if that's residual income because that's their own company.
No, that's level 2, Jessica.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
That's level 2 residual income.
You just own the company.
Yeah, exactly. And it's that efficient because that's not where they started.
Right.
Our brother had started off doing all sorts of stuff, and he eventually found his calling because I just knew he had multiple jobs throughout his past, and he'd work them, and it was a job for him, and it did the trick, but it just seemed like he wasn't getting anything out of it as far as like what it just seemed like.
Right.
And now he's made his own thing, which what else would you want?
Nothing, I guess. I mean, that's like the life.
It's his kingdom right there,
Right.
if you want to think of it like that. Like that's his estate. He can do whatever he wants with it. He can add to it if he wanted to and do something else. He's got that whole property. He's got his business, premierpetlodge.com.
Yes, I was just going to say he boards animals.
Yes.
And they do all kinds of things.
I'm sure they'd take
with
a
the
horse
animals. Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they have this
Where is it? Melma.
Isle.
Minnesota, folks.
Yep. If
Check
you're ever
'em
up
out.
here, or if you're ever in Minnesota and you're from the cities and you want to, just have a week away with your pet, but not have them too far away.
Right.
I don't know. If you need to board a pet in Minnesota, go to premierpetlodge.com. Book today.
Yes.
Save your pet. I suck at fucking coming up with
buy
taglines.
food from them through Jess and Rich
Dogfood.com.
dogfood.com.
It's only $8 a year if you want it.
Oh my God. What a steal.
I'm shitting you not. Every year it's $8.
Oh gosh.
That's usually how it is. Unless somebody owns it and then is trying to resell it for more because they think it's worth it or something. Usually that's what an untaken domain goes for. You could put whatever if you want to do.
That's a good deal, I think.
It is, because then you own that idea, basically.
Right.
It's not a patent, though. So you'd want to not a patent. It's not a trademark, though. You'd need to, if you got serious.
You'd have to buy that.
Yeah. Yeah, get that officially filed in.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard, actually. You can get it done pretty easily online nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And it's viable, I guess. But you have to make sure that you're within, not intruding into, because I guess it's different things. Like if a like a store is called something, a candle can still be called something as well, or a product can still be called the same thing.
Yeah.
You can't. It's different fields. Like a product can be called boobs, and then a store can also be called boobs.
Yeah.
Because it's a
different
different
thing.
lane.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I
Gotcha.
mean, that's a different story. Owning a website, though, at least that's, I mean, what business doesn't have a website unless it's super small?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they all have their branding and their own website. So
Yep.
getting on the websites of the nice start anyway
Yeah.
to owning it. But
Gosh, I was going to say you could say, oh, yeah, once you get your domain, you could go to squarespace.com, but we're not sponsored.
yeah, we could go to do an ad read real quick. Man, that would actually be kind of cool. We should try and like, I actually, being my name's Mr. Sunchips, I actually thought about, holy shit, we're at an hour and 10 minutes.
Hell yeah, bitch.
I don't care.
This is going to be the longest episode ever.
I just feel it out. I don't really, I mean, whatever. I'm just putting it out.
We're rolling.
I'm sorry to all 16 people that listened last time that it might be a little longer. But you can watch it in half episodes. I never really had a time frame. I just assumed that a conversation could go on for 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But obviously we've blown that out of the water. It's starting to get dark.
Well, I think that's rain, not sunset.
It is. It is the clouds.
Gosh.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, but back to residual income.
Yes.
I had kind of mentioned it earlier, pyramid schemes.
Yes.
And there's people that I shout out to if you're watching or listening. I highly doubt it. But those people that I went
Thanks,
to
Jessica.
No, I mean they'd never find it.
No,
you know what I mean?
I
Like
was
how
just
the
kidding.
hell they don't care about me.
Yes.
And
Oh wow, that's getting deep.
But anyways,
Yeah.
no, there's people that I went to school with, that I see on Facebook in the gray moon that I go on there. And a lot of them have like not all of them, but a lot of them are like, my life is so much better because I'm with this company, or you should go try this. DM me for information. Like it's just very like, not sketchy, because I'm sure it does help some people, and it does, it does provide them
It's
an income.
obviously doing something,
right?
To where they're putting out stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's kind of the way of the world now. Is like moms are. That's just kind of a generic idea that I see, anyways. Is moms trying to make money outside of like a traditional 9 to 5 Monday through Friday,
right?
Kind of a thing, which. Is a great idea, but I mean, Jesus, what do you do? Like, I don't know where you even, if you don't find a company that you really stand by and have results with, or whatever, if you will.
Yeah.
Where else do you do it other than relitcandles.com or jessandrichdogfood.com or whatever?
We should buy this at the end of it. I'll just buy it for you as a present.
My gosh.
Or we'll vibe on a name. We can actually think of a name that's a little like less.
Yeah.
Like, is it Rich and Jess? I can't remember.
Well, he's technically providing it. I'm just doing the internet stuff. I'll do.
We'll think of something smooth.
Yeah.
But so about that, I feel like a lot of these. I see so many of these on YouTube ads.
Yeah.
I get a lot of YouTube ads, especially looking in, getting trapped in through the provoked ads because of your searches.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get a shit. It instantly changes sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll watch one video and then I'll search some crazy stuff, like totally like different subjects than what I was searching the day before.
Yeah.
And then immediately see different ads.
Yeah.
I get trapped in that. And I see some of these a lot of these, it's like for Amazon, selling stuff on Amazon, because I don't know if do you shop a little bit?
Handmade on Amazon or something like that.
It's more like this bottle of water. I can go out and buy this bottle of water. Let's just pretend like I can go buy this the same way that the store sells it to us. And I can somehow make a better profit by selling it 1 cent less.
Oh yeah, were you showing me that Monopoly thing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, never
But
mind.
on Amazon, like for instance, we're trying to buy another lens for our camera.
Yeah.
And you can get it and it says it's through Canon and it's an official Canon product and it's exactly what you're going to get. But you're actually getting it, like a lot of the stuff on Amazon, some stuff that's not fully fulfilled by Amazon, you're getting from just whoever has that
Some
exactly.
guy?
Yeah, whoever has that at the lowest price. You'll see at Amazon, you scroll down to say sold by so and so company.
Yeah.
And so you're getting it from just whoever, because I see these ads where they're trying to tell people how to do that and how to like invest into a product and then sell your own product and
Yeah.
just sell it at the lowest denominator. I can get that lens from like 1,000 places
Yeah.
and they're all different prices, but you can see that some prices are way higher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just because that's just the price that they're gonna go for, and that's how much I don't know. It just seems dumb not to be the lowest price to get the product sold.
Right.
But that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think of these as, they say they're not pyramid schemes and stuff like that, but it's not it's technically not really a pyramid scheme. It's more that they're going to try and instruct you on certain things, and you're going to pay for some of this instruction.
Yeah.
But at the end of it all still depends on how much you're driven to get the job done.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do. So you're paying these people to tell you how to do certain things, but that's all they're doing. You still have to fork over your own money to invest into this. You still have to, it's not really the same as pyramid schemes, but it's almost like instructional schemes.
Yeah.
Where you could probably find the same information online, and it's just not from an instructor that's telling you in private that it's probably a pre-recorded video that's not very personal.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just they're sending it to you.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see you in our instructional video, or like, we'll see you in the live stream. I seen this one. It was so fucking fake for somebody who's like, I don't know, maybe it was geared more towards older people.
Yeah.
Because for me, it was blatantly obvious that this was not a live stream, but he played it off like it was a live stream.
Oh, gosh.
And he was playing it off like, here we are today. We're just going to show you some things.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is not live. This is a pre-recorded video.
Yeah.
And it was just so obnoxious because why the hell would I be able to go from one side to the other and just watch just the half an hour that it was?
Right.
Like, it's just so dumb.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know. It just seems scummy because, like I said, it's all about you and you getting it done. Mm-hmm. That's what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of how pyramid things go. Because it's kind of like I don't know a ton because I'm not in any.
Right.
But from what I've heard and learned, so like, I personally can be my own business essentially. And then I can have, he's going to go check on Oscar. Okay. Yeah, he's been barking for a while now. But no, so I can be my own business from someone above me. So like, I can be someone else's foot, if you will. So like, you're my foot, right? Or no, I'm your foot. So you have people underneath you who sell for you.
Yep.
I'm one of those people.
There's also somebody I'm doing the same thing above me.
Until you get to the top, like the owner or whoever.
Right. Yep.
And then I am my own owner too. I own my own business. And then I have my own feet people. But you have to, between you and your feet, have to sell X amount or make X amount or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yep.
And if you don't, then you lose out, essentially. So you are in charge of your own destiny, if you will.
Yeah. I think it almost is exactly like it's a larger scale, but also not of a franchise. Like the same thing happens with a franchise where you're investing into your own building, but you still have to meet standards to like be a Burger King or whatever.
To the company.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You can't just like, you don't own that business.
Right.
Like, you know that Denny's up in North Branch?
Mm-hmm.
They own that. Like they own that land. They don't, and they're not a part of the franchise.
Sure.
That's an individual Denny's. It's self-sustaining at this point. Like they could do whatever they wanted with that land at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a little different. But yeah, I feel like you're just getting, it's all to represent and to better the product at the core.
Right.
Like that's what the initiative is to get the product out.
Right.
And I mean, it is kind of, it's all reliant on how hard and efficient the people like perform.
Right.
So, I mean, that's pretty much anything, but it's just, you're not representing yourself in total.
Right. Yeah. It's you
representing somebody else.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you have to, well, I mean, you should believe in the product.
That's
wholeheartedly.
a big part of the battle.
Right. And also like want to sell it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you have to be able to yeah.
Like care.
Right.
It can't just be calculators.
Right.
Unless you're really into math.
Right.
And you want to spread the word of mathematics.
Right.
Yeah. You have to be invested in the product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. It's a cool thing, but also I think some of those things are
when applied correctly,
yeah,
and you have like
in
a good
your
audience.
own sort of business through Etsy, I think is a cool, reliable thing.
I'm representing myself,
right? And it's something that you are interested in. It's kind of a hobby. You know, you're not necessarily doing it as a job. Where I think a lot of people, well, I know people,
where it is kind of
it's their
job.
full-time job is representing this other company.
But if they solely believe in it,
right,
then you can't really, that you can't argue that. But it is when people are struggling, that's the problem. Like when it's hard to sell,
right,
and people get into that
stuff. Yeah, because if you don't do the groundwork straight out of the gate, and you don't continue to provide like that, like, let's fucking do this. This is a great product 3 years from now.
Yeah.
Those people that you convinced or whatever, quote unquote convinced or whatever, are going to be like, well, I guess that phase is done or fad or whatever.
Yeah, right. Like fidget spinners. Imagine like being a fidget spinner, like ground employee.
Yeah.
Trying to like hustle fidget spinners to your neighbors like 2 years down the line.
Right.
Like, yo, I got this new model.
Yep.
Check out, this spins 3 seconds longer than last year's. I'm telling you, they're still in.
Yeah.
They totally help ADHD.
Yep.
Don't deny it.
Nope.
They are a tool of the trade. Yeah. You have to, it's something that, is long lasting. Like burgers. Like Hustle Burgers. That's why there's franchises.
Yep.
Because you can invest in a burger chain.
Yep. Wayback Burger. Yo, have you been there?
Yo, Wayback Burger. Yo, me way back go way back. No, I've been there years ago, and I just had to like lay off for a bit because it was good. It's good stuff,
dude. It's fucking delicious.
You had their like smoothie stuff, or their any of their like maybe not smoothie, a milkshake.
Milkshakes, yes.
Milkshake. There's like a pink one. What the hell did we have?
Well, I think they go in like they have.
Neighbor. Oh god, the neighbor's here. He's gonna judge.
If this is the guy.
It is.
Okay, let's.
Okay, continue on.
No, I was just gonna say, no, they do like one a month or like a new one a month or something like that. Since we've recently found
like
it.
A special.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like right now, it's caramel cinnamon toast crunch.
Okay. Caramel cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was
right
pretty
now.
good.
It has it.
Yeah, right now. It's right in Woodbury. It's literally 2 streets down.
That's the
from
one
us.
that I've been to every time because I think
really
it's the
good.
closest one from here.
Yeah, I think there's one in like Edina or something.
Okay.
Like that. But yeah, no, we recently found that. Well, like a few months ago, and
it's good stuff.
If you have one near you, please go.
Yeah. It's not bad. I mean, it's
because it is a franchise, but it's not like it's McDonald's or Burger King.
Yeah.
It's
still a burger. Like, don't get it wrong.
It's technically
it's not,
still fast food.
Yeah,
but it's like
made
right in front of you. Like you can literally watch them.
It's like McDonald's versus Culver's, right?
Yeah.
So like Culver's is just like a little bit better
Yeah.
as far as quality is considered, versus like McDonald's, which is just like a gas station burger at this point.
Right.
Well, they've been getting a little better, but let's just be real.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's just
Weird segue.
It's a wild world. Yeah, it is a weird segue, but sometimes that just happens. We are coming up. Let's just do an hour and a half. So we got 6 minutes.
Okay. Do you want to do the quotes?
We can look up one.
Okay.
Because
we'll do one quote. Because you want this to be a permanent segment. I think it's cool.
Generator. Yeah. It's really hard to type and fucking talk at the same time, I'm realizing. But you know what helps me out is Google fucking fix that shit for me. It just is like, yeah, I know what you're trying to say here. Yeah, we can just do one quote and see.
You go to an actual website.
Yeah, I go to a website.
Oh, okay.
This one, it has a few hundred. Eventually, I figured out I'll run out from this website.
Yeah.
But it generates some stuff that it just generates a random quote, basically. It doesn't give me the author of the quote though, which is kind of sucky. So the first podcast I did, I looked up some actual, like they gave the author, so I got to say it, but who cares? Let's pick a number between 1 and 100.
37.
37. Let's just go with it. 37. It just didn't come up. That's super frustrating. I'm just gonna tap a shit ton until we get to 37.
Don't look. Just stop. Stop when you feel.
Oh no, I just went to 37.
Oh, okay.
We're here.
Never mind.
Okay.
We're here. We have arrived.
We have arrived. This who knows what we got here. So,
okay, here we go.
Because every other time I looked them up, like I picked it. Like you know what I mean? I picked it.
This could be like something that we don't even understand.
Right, exactly.
And we'll just leave it at that.
I do hold strongly to this, that it is better to be rash rather than timid, semicolon. For fortune is a woman, and the man who wants to subdue her must beat and bully her. Like I said, I pick these before. What is this? It's better to be rash.
I don't know why that's a quote.
It's better to be rash than timid, for fortune is a woman. Okay, so we're not actually talking about woman. We're talking about fortune here.
Yep.
So fortune.
So if you want fortune,
general fortune.
It is better to be rash than timid. Because if you go in and be like, yeah, I kind of want some money.
Oh, you gotta like put this into existence.
Yeah, you gotta fight for it. I
am lucky.
Yeah.
This is gonna happen.
Yep.
Okay. So fortune is a woman right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that seems weird.
Know. Yeah, that's.
But let's just see. Oh, I think let's just continue.
He's found the answer.
No,
folks.
maybe not. For fortune is a woman, and the man who wants to subdue her. So, assuming any man could be, it's not male or female.
Right.
This is just put in
human.
They're just trying to put this into a different. So, a man wants to subdue her. Subdue fortune. Like, have fortune be on your side.
Yep.
You need to beat and bully her. You need to beat and bully the fortune.
Yeah, you can't be timid and try to beat something up.
Yeah. You hit that right there. You kind of have to go all in.
Yeah.
This is a fucked up thing. This is not, I don't like it. That's not a good, like, I love coming up with, like, what are those called when you say something that is like, it's put something in, it's a metaphor, like a metaphor. I like to come up with those and like weird ways to make your point.
Yeah.
I don't like the way this makes a point. I don't, because I get it. I think.
Yeah.
But that's fucked up. Why are we talking about beating
Well,
women?
I'm sure that was probably from not a current period. That was
right.
When women were not respected at all.
Right.
So.
Ooh, here's a short one.
Okay.
Since we got like 30 seconds before we're at an hour and a half.
Okay. Does
anyone really know where they're going to? Does anyone really know where they're going to?
I think people want to have an idea, but I think in reality, no.
Because we never know what tomorrow brings.
There's no way of knowing.
Yeah.
I could. Okay, I'm not going to say that. Actually, I was going to say like I could drive home, but I'm not.
Please don't go
That's
there.
weird. I don't like speaking things into existence like that.
Why did you do that?
We do good things here.
Yeah,
I will live a long,
yes,
beautiful life.
But we don't have to go that far.
Right.
A job.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like it could be anything.
Right.
I don't know really. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. Actually, I'm getting hungry, and I still way back sounds good, but I feel awkward not going with Megan. So like, I got way back earlier. Why the fuck didn't you bring me? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But does anybody really know where they're going? Because stuff like that, we don't think about that.
How did that sentence end? Going to?
Does anyone really know where they're going to? Just anywhere. Anyone know where they're going to? I didn't expect to own a house.
Was that a raindrop?
That was a raindrop. A heavy one.
Whoa, it's dripping down your... Oh, I got one. Yo, it's raining.
Well, that's a perfect segue. We don't know where we're going to because this podcast ended abruptly because of rain.
Well, actually, we do know where we're going to. We're going inside the house.
No, this is going to continue on. Let's just do 2 hours and we'll get an umbrella.
Okay, let's do it.
No, I think we're fine. Thank you for joining me today.
Yes, of course. It was great.
Another episode of Out of the Bag. I'm sure I'll have you again because I'm never doing this alone again.
Yeah, we got to do the three amigos. We got to get Matt on too.
I can get a third mic or we can just pass back and forth.
Yeah.
I can't. I'll just have to buy another one of these. It's fine. They're cheap as fuck. We're fine.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Thanks again. Catch you guys later. If you're listening on Apple something or another, I don't know. I'm just flexing real quick.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.
Anything. YouTube now. Because I do want to.
Anywhere where you find your podcasts, he's on.
Oh, by the way, the video ended. It's a perfect segue. So now it's just black screen on the YouTube video.
And it clicked off. Yep, great.
And it clicked off. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you guys again. Have a great night. Till next time. Peace.
Bye.